Hello, everyone. My name is Julie, and I'm one of Christian Assembly's Kingdom Partners. And it is a privilege to be able to send today's daily touch point to you. Our reading comes from 2 Chronicles chapter 12. I encourage you to read it. It's a hard word. It's a word that looks at the life of Rehoboam, who was the king, and how he had become strong. And in his own strength, he forgot the ways of God, and he didn't seek to really follow after God. And throughout the chapter, it kind of goes back and forth of Israel being captured by Egypt, and then it talks about Rehoboam wanting God's forgiveness, and then going back, and just this whole back and forth of how we as humans at times can forget when we depend upon our own strength, our own comfort, our own health, our own finances. We can forget that we need God when we think that we have enough within ourselves. And this is a story of, in the midst of forgetting, like, the consequences that went along with that for Israel. And it's also a story reminding us that even when we are unfaithful, yes, there are consequences, but it doesn't change the character of God. It doesn't change that He is faithful and that He is merciful. And while there's consequences, there's things that are lost because of disobedience, or because we are not in right relationship with God. And it hurts us. It hurts the people around us. It leaves gaps. God, God is still faithful. He is still merciful. He is able to forgive. And I was actually listening to a speaker this weekend who was talking about when you're going through your days and maybe you're asking God to forgive you. When you do that, which we need to be quick to say when we're wrong. We need to be quick to speak that and ask for forgiveness. But there's the other piece of receiving the forgiveness of God, receiving the mercy of God, believing that it can be for us. And that, it requires humility. It requires that we cannot be walking in pride. We cannot be blinded to the areas where we're not making good choices, where we're not following God. But as we ask for forgiveness, there's the piece of, are we willing to receive it, to receive the love, to receive the mercy, to receive the forgiveness that God wants to extend to us. And in that, how it can help us as we continue to follow God to begin to make choices, to make decisions that can honor Him, and not just the things we do, but also the relationship that we're building with God, that we're allowing Him to be merciful. We're allowing Him to be faithful, even if we are not always faithful. And in that sense of humility, then allowing God to continue to work in us, to grow us, to allow Him to make us more into who He desires for us to be. It doesn't make Him love us more. It doesn't make Him more faithful. It just allows us to. It just allows us to receive what is already being extended to us. So may we receive this word today. May we allow God to love us and to guide us. And in those times where we're tempted to depend upon our own strength, may we may God remind us of just how dependent we are upon him and how much we need him. So be encouraged, friends.